So, welcome everyone to episode 6.
People must be thinking, oh, it's them again, you know. Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not.
Let's hope not. Well, I'm excited for this one.
Oh, they're always great.
The last one was amazing.
They're always great because, yeah, elements of surprise, elements of, oh.
Well, let's hope. And who knows? So shall I go and have a little trawl?
Go
and have a little...
Choose something. Good.
Try and decide.
Choose one.
Choose one.
Go on.
Have a look. Oh, we've done lots over there.
Are we moving? Are we moving up?
I'm very drawn.
Yeah.
To this one. Here. Yes. Oh. Ooh. Lots of wonderful sea colours. Look.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
That's pretty good.
That is, I can see some treasures in there. I can see some real treasures in there. And look, first of all, this lovely card from Tania. Isn't that cool?
Yeah, it's our special Dorset Buttons card. Isn't that wonderful?
Thank you, Tania. And I'm just going to rummage because actually I have found one of Tania's Dorset buttons that now needs to go onto something.
Yeah, well, that's never a problem.
And just to say that Tania makes the most incredible Dorset buttons for us, doesn't she?
Yes, for our very special,
for our special
pieces and our special commissions.
Yeah,
and beautiful toning of colours and yeah, absolutely.
They just make something 100%. And we had a class with.
Oh, I know, I was rubbish.
No, you weren't.
I was totally rubbish.
Well, I loved it.
I know. No, it was
really special.
It was absolutely lovely. I just I just would probably have needed another session with Tania to get to where I wanted to.
Well, it's an amazing technique.
Yes,
it is. So let's dive in.
I'll try it again one day.
I think we should. Let's dive in. So actually, I'm going to go for this piece here.
Okay.
I haven't really seen this piece properly for years. And here we are.
So this is all coming back to me now. This was actually, just to mention the yarn for a minute, never mind the amazing design, it was a blue face Leicester, wasn't it?
Yes, hand-dyed.
Hand-dyed. I remember.
And this design was in Vogue Knitting. And it's an abstract cabled little vest, which you wear with skirt, frock, whatever. Tied at the sides.
White shirt, t-shirt, whatever.
With little bows.
Laced.
Little laces.
Laced and tied.
Knitted in one piece.
Yeah. And
the back is amazing. So it's got what is supposed to be the backbone running down the middle.
It's maybe time to revisit, you know.
It's lovely, isn't it? I wonder what everybody thinks about it.
It's maybe time to revisit because that would really work in the bellwether.
It would be beautiful in the bellwether. Yeah. So I love abstract cabling, and I've put these cables. They've made the over the shoulder and down the sides so that they change and move all the time. They're never regular. And I use them as a shaping feature to pull in a garment and give it more shape. Because we all know when you cable, it affects attention incredibly.
Everything that you thought you knew about your knitting just vanishes when you start cabling.
And moss stitch, which I absolutely adore. So it's an amazing piece. It's kind of actually was based on a tree trunk and how a tree trunk works.
So did this piece this piece, did it precede the abstract jacket, or did it?
It preceded it.
It preceded it.
So this was originally made for Paul Hardy in Canada, in Kashmir, for one of the collections that I made for him. Yeah. And it was on the catwalk, it looked amazing, and then we did a collection in a natural hand-spun cashmere that I had made in Scotland. And then Vogue Knitting saw a photograph of it and said, gosh, that would make an amazing knitting pattern. And I was lecturing in the States with Rowan on a tour. Mm-hmm. So I actually did the chart whilst I was touring around the States. And I can remember having a delay in an airport and getting out my charts, which I hand draw, and had it on the floor. And I was filling it in because my deadline was coming up and I was desperate to get it off. And people were stopping thinking it was street art, which was really funny. Very sweet. But yeah, so yeah, it was in, I can't remember what issue it was now, but quite a long time ago. So
it might.
Please let us know if you want to see it reinvented.
It might be time to revisit.
Yeah. It is on Ravelry, I think.
But in our new yarn,
the new Bellwether would be just amazing.
In the Bellwether,
it's got that handle, hasn't it? That soft drapey.
That's what I'm thinking.
And it was like that in the cashmere too.
Yeah. Well, food for thought.
Food for thought.
Yeah.
Food for thought.
Lovely to see it again.
It's so nice.
Because I do remember when we did a trip to Ireland a few years ago for a totally different knitting reason. Your one of your relatives that we stayed with was actually knitting one of these for herself. Do you remember?
I do.
Mary was knitting one.
Yeah, I do. She loved it. Yeah.
Great. Lovely.
Oh, that's a lovely start.
Lovely.
Well, actually, I really would like to delve in and look at this because this is vintage. And I've had this for years and years and years. And it's a vintage Fair Isle. And I just absolutely love it. It needs some repair, Sheila. I need to do a repair.
At the ribs. So
the ribs need repair. I've had this for 35, 40 years. I found it in a second-hand shop in Inverness in the north of Scotland. And I think it's got a little label on.
It does.
Shetland. McCollum Specialists, Hanover Street, Edinburgh. And I just love actually the simplicity of this. The colour.
The colour, but also the size of the peries.
Yes. This is a really nice little pattern, isn't it?
It's a very traditional, small.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't have any of the
bigger, grander.
The bigger, more
that started in the 70s, maybe
eye-catching.
60s.
This would have preceded it.
Yeah,
I think
it's quite elderly. I think this piece, and it's very fine.
It is
the 2-ply jump away.
Yes, yeah,
it is super fine.
Yeah,
it's beautifully.
It's actually a very restful piece. This,
isn't it? It is.
Sometimes you get Fair Isles, and it is a good design technique. If you want to catch people's eye, you can do it very effectively with a Fair Isle.
I mean, you'd love to wear this, wouldn't you? It's just very wearable.
But it is very wearable, and it's very, very calm, and
this lovely OT colour, which I love. But I have only just realised this.
What have you found?
A seam at the side.
Oh, I looked.
Is the one there?
I looked at. No.
Oh.
No.
So
no, there isn't a seam on this side.
There's a seam on this side.
No. We're going straight across here under this arm. Because the first thing I did was look at the pickup for the armholes.
So how was that knitted then? Because this is not a steek.
It's a bit like a detective story.
This is not a steek.
Is this a clue?
Look. There you can see that runs all the way up, but not on the rib. Oh, so the rib and the first bit are in the round, and the first pattern.
Do you think it might have been? Could it possibly? Oh, but no, then it does continue all the way.
It goes all the way up.
It does continue all the way up. I was imagining some sort of scenario where there might have been a repair down here, but it goes all the way up. So it has been knitted as one long flat piece.
Yes.
Up to the armhole and where you need to start dividing and for the neck. And then you split, because this is quite a deep V.
It's a deep V. So there's definitely no steeking.
So you've had it all these years.
I didn't realise that. I assumed it was in the round up to the arms.
Yeah.
And then backwards and forwards on straight pins, which it is at the top. But actually it's been knitted flat.
It has been knitted flat, but you would need to look on the inside to know that there was a seam there.
Yes.
Because it's very... It fits right in, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that is made. And, that's how, in the Edwardian period, they used to make these incredible house coats, and there are pattern books available from that period. They were knitted flat, and these were long coats that they would sit in the living rooms, and with the fire in front of them, and obviously they needed a jacket on because it was cold behind them.
Yes.
And they were knitted all in one piece, and there are drawings in the books, and that's how that's been constructed. Okay. And this probably is the 1920s. So around the time.
Yeah. So I'm now intrigued about the shoulder. This must have been grafted. Because there's no cast off at the shoulder, so it must be a graft. Isn't it?
Yes. Yes. So absolutely fascinating.
Lots and lots of care, but you would need to look very carefully, because it's been so cleverly done that the pattern and the row count, it's here. Yes, it's here.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't actually.
It's a lovely graft, isn't it?
You wouldn't actually know.
Very nice.
Because the pattern continues.
Well, isn't that amazing? I mean, how our views of a garment and its construction have changed over the years is quite extraordinary. Quite extraordinary.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's a love thing, is it?
I knew you had this, and I've seen the pattern and I've seen the colours. I do love this, I have to say.
It's lovely.
It's so pretty. But
we had no idea.
It had never occurred to me that it might be something. So it's a garment that has one seam only.
Yes. That is just,
That's quite amazing, isn't it?
It's quite special. But so remind me now to do some little repairs.
Yeah.
Do some little repairs, and we'll pop it back safely in the drawer. But I will get that out and do a repair. That brings me very nicely onto a little piece here. Oh my God, look at my ends. This was knitted at speed for a retreat.
It was a sample.
So
you did the first sample.
I did at high speed and
then I took it away and knitted the
actual square,
the actual sample that we used on the retreat.
And so this is kind of musical.
Can I just say, finished off all my ends.
You did, and I didn't.
Can I just say?
That's so embarrassing. Look at that. But do you know when you get an idea and you just want to?
No, you need.
Go.
You had the full.
I had the flow. I was listening.
Full creative flow.
Listening to piano music.
Yeah.
So I love the piano, but you can see it. You can see them. It's almost like a musical, abstracted fair isle. So when the notes change, the patterning changes and the colour changes. I do that a lot.
We did change some of this in the final version.
We did in the final version.
It didn't, not all of this carried through, but it was such a good, there was so much of it that did. So
it's based on the Chinese room in Balcarres House where we had our retreat.
Yes.
And it's a painted landscape
on the walls.
On the walls. And of Chinese scenes.
Yes.
With plants and people and absolutely beautiful. And these are the colours of the walls. And they're floral, and
so we put some silk in.
We did,
just to
hand-dyed silk.
Yeah. The rest was Lalland. We changed
this as well. There's a tiny bit of Manos del Uruguay.
Oh yes, tortilla.
Because we do work with that a lot. But the silk is really effective because it gives it that lovely.
It comes shining through.
Harmony. It's a very harmonious piece. It's play. You know, we've talked about play, and this was me playing. With music on. At the kitchen table. It's all right.
I'm just looking at the cast off and cast on.
Cast on, yes.
Not that it matters.
And actually, people loved it, didn't they? They loved both ways.
Yes, it was.
A really super.
They dived right into that project.
They did. So I think this could be something we do
into that project.
That might I might just do this as a wee jumper or something. Be nice, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited to see that. That's better sew my ends in. That's next on my list. So I've got a repair to do, and I've got my ends to sew in.
I'm not going to say a word.
Oh dear.
I'm not going to say a word. What shall we look at next? Well, this is a very special piece. I try not to use the word iconic too often, but I think this is a special piece because this is a knitted sea voyage, isn't it?
It is.
And again, this predates my arrival.
And I have to do something with this in the future, I think.
It's a bit more of your abstract cabling.
Yeah.
I have to say, this might be our day for abstract cabling.
I'm a bit of a fan of abstract cabling. So the story behind this is actually quite amazing. So a friend, Ian Hamilton, sailed. He used to be a Coast Guard. Part of an art project in St Andrews, he sailed from the Western Isles, from Stornoway. In fact, he's written a really fantastic book recently. I'll have to find a link to it. He sailed right the way round to come to St Andrews to give some poetry readings. And he'd been to my studio, and I'd knitted him a Gansey to do the voyage, and told him stories whilst I was knitting, which he recorded, and they ended up being in the Venice Biennale, in the art festival. My hands knitting the Gansey and telling stories about my father and going out on the boat.
Yes, which is a story that you've told, and you told it at Shetland Wool Week as well, didn't you?
So he set off to sail, and my idea was to knit an art piece, because he was doing little recordings and you could listen to them as he sailed. So we set off in relatively calm waters. So the surface of the knit is the sea, and the soundings to get the depth of the sea. And these lines are the navigational charts that he was following. They represent the navigational charts. And he was doing brilliantly until he got to the Pentland Firth.
Oh.
Massive
which
storm.
Is a scary place.
Really scary place.
Very scary.
All communication lost.
Goodness. Next
I know, phone call. He's on a bus from Wick because his boat lost its mast. He managed to get it in. He was rescued and towed in, and he had to continue on the bus. So
you cast off. You stopped. You cast off.
Stop. I was so shocked because I couldn't tell an untrue story.
No, you just had to stop.
I just had to stop. So this is poor Ian. End of journey. And for years I've thought, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to... This is another thing that actually seeing it again, it's in the most divine cashmere, indigo cashmere, hand dyed for me, for the project. Mm-hmm. Feels amazing. So something maybe to revisit. What a story. Anyway, Oh, this is nice. This was me playing with Gansey stitches, and
it was when we were doing the Knitting the Herring project, wasn't it?
Yes.
So this was the special yarn that was made, and
which we designed with Uist wool.
Yeah.
So the Fisheries Museum
in
Anstruther. And in fact, the yarn, you can buy knitting kits there of the yarn, which is as near to a Gansey yarn as they could make. And I certainly did 2 patterns for
Yes, and Matthew Topsfield did some little Eriskay
socks.
Socklets.
Yeah. And I made
you made a sort of notebook carrier, a book carrier
of your iPad.
Yeah.
With lovely Gansey patterns, and this was just me experimenting with different patterns.
Which ones?
I didn't use that one. I used the flag pattern on the front.
Yes, you changed.
And a lovely little turnover, and then a little shell button, and then a cord.
It's got a nice bounce to it.
It's lovely yarn.
This yarn.
It is really nice yarn.
To it. I must. At the beginning of our work on that project, I designed and knitted a herring, a fish, a Gansey fish. And just yesterday, when we were teaching our workshop, which is based around our Gansey source book and our experiences, I realised that I've somehow managed to mislay my Gansey fish.
I'm devastated, Sheila.
So I'm going to have to either knit another fish, or I'm going to have a really good look. I mean, I don't suppose it could be lurking in some of these drawers, but
it swum off.
Heading out.
We've had that fish for years.
Heading out to the
But you can go on to ScottishGansey.org and knit a fish.
Yes, because the pattern that I did is there.
And so at this point, I think we should.
I maybe do need to knit another one anyway.
I think we could announce at this point that we're going to be hosting a knitting festival.
Oh, yeah. Well, there is that. There is that.
In November. Here at the studio and at Bow House in Fife.
And we were thinking about inviting people to knit fish.
We were thinking, yes, maybe we could do that. Because it's going to be based around, there'll be lots of different vendors, there'll be lots of workshops. we're working with Susan Anderson from Yarn Journal and Dr. Alison Main, who were part of the Woolly Good Edinburgh Collective, and they're coming to help organise this.
Totally,
which is really exciting.
Totally,
really exciting.
They're doing the heavy lifting.
We've got lots of invited vendors. We've got animals. We've got Balmerino sheep. We've got all sorts of exciting things happening.
Are the cashmere goats coming?
Cashmere goats. End of November, last weekend of November. So fish.
Yes.
So you can find the pattern online.
I am going.
But we have the pattern. We can put that pattern up.
Yes.
Well,
I just feel I'm going to have to revisit this if I can't find my lovely original fish.
It was in Har.
Very fond of that.
Right. Mission to find the fish.
Mm.
Find the fish.
Mm. Oh, there we go. There we go.
What
is this?
This will make you laugh.
Lurking. Is it yours?
Yeah.
Goodness me.
Yeah.
I didn't know you were a musician.
Well, I used to play guitar and a bit of piano and a little bit of this. I won't do it now because it might be a bit shocking. Oh my gosh. So when I was young and I used to play with my then husband Christopher, we used to play a little band and do things, and we were travelling in Andalusia, and I was thinking about this the other day. I can't believe I found this.
So you had this with you?
Always carried a penny whistle, always, and so I love music.
Yeah,
you know,
I know you do.
And one day we'd been there a couple of months, walking through all the Sierra Nevada mountains, and got down to the coast to get our flight home in Alicante with all our rucksacks and walking gears through the winter. We used to go every winter. We had a farm there, and I had an accident with a tooth, and I had to have an emergency operation thing done on my tooth. Huge pain. We used up all the last of our money, and we had 2 days to wait before our flight. So we were sleeping on the beach, and we came up with this mad idea to busk on the streets of So Christopher got out his penny whistle.
Did that work?
I danced with a hat. To the penny whistle. Don't. It's just too much, isn't it? Not a peseta passed our way. It must have been so bad.
Don't take it personally.
No.
Don't take it personally.
Well, but they come in handily, these penny whistles. And we were helped out at the last minute by the British consul.
Well, that's good.
Really lovely.
That's good.
But maybe I should take this up again when nobody's here. Anybody else? Who else plays penny whistle?
I did used to play the recorder back in the day.
Yes, I did. I was in the recorder group at school.
I played the recorder. And
it's a bit wilder as the penny whistle. It goes off on kind of,
Yeah. Totally.
Anyway.
Totally.
Well, thinking of penny whistles and thinking of Spain, I love this piece. Sheila, you made this.
I did. Mm.
And this has got an amazing story, hasn't it? Because it's based on.
Well, it's called the Pablo. So, obviously a reference to Picasso, but equally, I always think of it as having a lot of Scotland in it because of the Argyle pattern.
Argyle, yes.
So it's a sort of cross between Scotland and Spain.
Yeah. Harlequin gone Argyle.
Harlequin got It's where the two meet. We've been talking about abstract cabling a lot so far, but I do love a bit of symmetry. And
oh, it's beautiful.
This is just such a lovely way to knit intarsia.
So yeah, this is intarsia in its best form. And you can see this is the front of a garment with a raglan shaping here and then straight. So this was a practice panel for the front for a collection for La Fetiche.
Yeah.
If you look at the back though,
yeah.
Sheila's intarsia is fabulous. And there's no ends like mine. It's beautiful.
Well, they've all been woven in or sewn in.
But it just shows you.
Gosh, I mean, how old must this must be quite a few years old now.
Oh, 8, 9 years old.
Quite a few years.
It is one of my favourite designs.
So when this was modified and became the Pablo design,
it was changed slightly for the.
It was changed.
Yeah.
But it was one of those very interesting designs we did for La Fetiche because the back and the sleeves were all
in rib.
In rib. Black rib.
So the mass for that
which is quite a thing to think about.
The mass was so complex with the raglans because it was two completely different.
Because it's a different fabric. This is a flat. This is a flat fabric, and we had these. So this is the raglan that we had to deal with.
Stocking stitch, classic.
But then you were putting it up against.
Then I had to create the raglan,
the 1-in-1 rib
from the 1-in-1 rib, and make a lovely shaping.
Yeah.
So that was a really interesting.
It was instead of knitting a back and a front, you know, a lot of patterns say work 2 pieces as far and up as far as the neck. Well, not a bit of it with this. No. You had the back pattern, you had the front pattern, you had a left sleeve pattern and a right sleeve pattern because the raglans had to be different
on the front to the back. Mm-hmm. And the raglans on the sleeves were obviously all in rib as well.
Yeah.
But it was beautiful, wasn't it? Fabulous neck.
It was. There was quite a lot of black.
Yeah. We'll post a photograph.
A lot of, not many hand knitters use a lot of black, but obviously in the fashion work that we do, we do end up.
It's very hard
using black. And we just, it's obviously a lot better if we get to do it in the lighter, the lighter months of the year.
Yeah,
not so good in January.
No, absolutely not, absolutely not. So,
but yes, that was.
So we've got
quite a piece.
Funny little bit here.
So what was that from?
Mistakes. Do you know I was asked to put in?
Oh yes, so it was
rips and things into a garment. That was for La Fetiche as well. So I actually had to write the pattern for popping in a mistake.
Yeah. Some knitters didn't really take kindly to having the word mistake in their knitting pattern. They said, "Well, we don't make mistakes," and I said, "I know you don't make mistakes, but we would like you to."
But we need to have some mistakes.
We need to have
engineered
things that might look like garter stitch where it should be stocking stitch, or a dropped stitch where although it didn't drop all the way down because you had a yarn over.
I got a yarn over and secured it at the bottom.
Yeah.
So that, and then wrap stitches.
So I think we actually did. We take the word mistakes out of the pattern in the end.
Probably we did,
and just called it
abstract
pattern.
Or something.
Pattern.
Yes. But it was very effective. It worked really, really well. And that was in our Lalland, in the Lalland.
Yes, but chunked up.
Several strands
you
together.
3 strands together to make a really chunky little piece.
Yeah. And interestingly, I think we're talking about doing a knitting kit with La Fetiche in the future, which would be really exciting.
Not like this.
But not a mistakes one. Something else, something new and exciting.
Something different.
Which would be really cool.
Something different.
Then I just spotted that. I do not know where this came from, except it is the little wing pattern from the Shorelines.
Now I have a feeling that we did ask a friend of ours, Margaret, to knit a sample.
Yes, or maybe we did.
In the Lalland.
Lalland.
Because originally...
Because it would transfer really well to Lalland. It's a fabulous jacket pattern.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. And it's something that we could revisit because it would work so very, very well. Do you remember I knitted it for Shorelines book?
Yes. Yes.
And I've got one that I wear all the time.
It's on the cover.
Yeah, I love it very much.
And every time you wear it, people say,
oh, they do. Yeah, it's a favourite design of mine. Well, that's a nice little reminder to. Gosh,
the colourway would be very, very different.
Yeah. I'm not happy with that one. I'd have to rejig, rethink.
Yes. Yeah.
I've got, gosh, I've given myself a lot of work there.
Better get started.
What's first? Repairs, sewing in ends, revisiting patterns?
I quite fancy the abstract vest in bellwether.
Oh, thank you. That's a great idea.
I think we need to dig out the pattern.
Well, everyone, I so hope you've enjoyed our rummage in another amazing drawer.
Yeah, we've given ourselves quite a bit to do, haven't
this time we have, seriously. But if you do want to see the abstract vest, let us know. And if you want more news about the yarn festival,
well,
we'll have a special email address for you to get in touch.
Yes. Our friends in Edinburgh are going to be looking after that for us and sorting it all out.
Yeah.
Which is wonderful.
Which is great. Bye.
Meantime, bye.